Do you want to build muscle faster? Are you hitting a wall with your current training? The answer is straightforward. Lower the weight slowly and push yourself close to the limit. Why does that work? This slide explains everything. The time your muscle is under load, we call this TUT, or time under tension. As a general guideline, designing for roughly 20 to 60 seconds per set makes it easier to structure your training. But time alone isn't everything. The other key is how close to your limit you're working. Keep your RIR reps in reserve, or how many reps you have left in the tank, between 0 and 3. Even with the same tempo, low-intensity sets won't drive hypertrophy. Tempo and effort level. Only when both are in place does muscle grow. This is the mechanism supported by modern exercise science. A growing body of research points in this direction. And this is achievable. On your bench press today, take 3 seconds to lower the bar. Choose a weight where the last 2 or 3 reps push you to the edge. That's how your muscles change. Today, let me show you the science behind this. To understand tempo training, let's start with the most critical principle. What is the single most important driver of hypertrophy? Mechanical tension, the force applied to the muscle. Research by Schoenfeld, BJ, and colleagues supports the primacy of this factor. Muscle cells contain sensing structures called mechanosensors. When these sensors detect tension, a growth switch called mTORC1 is activated. Protein synthesis is stimulated, and muscle fibers grow thicker. Here's a critical insight. Tempo is a tool for maintaining high tension in a controlled way. Chasing time itself is not the goal. Are you under the impression that slower is always better? If you become too fixated on tempo and drop the weight too much, it can backfire. The reason is insufficient tension. Control the weight you can handle without breaking form. That is the fundamental application of tempo training. Which phase of tempo training matters most? The eccentric phase, lowering the weight. In the bench press, that's when the bar approaches your chest. In the squat, that's when your hips descend. This phase holds the key to muscle growth. Why is the eccentric so critical? With the same load, the eccentric phase tends to generate higher force than the concentric. The tension characteristics of the muscle during the eccentric are distinct from the concentric. Research by Douglas J. and colleagues has confirmed these differences in muscle behavior. You may have heard that muscles get damaged and then grow, but modern science offers a more precise understanding. According to research by Thomas F. and colleagues, muscle damage itself is not a prerequisite for hypertrophy. What matters is mechanical tension itself. Performing the eccentric in a controlled manner tends to amplify that tension. Growth signals are sent to muscle cells more efficiently. Take 3 seconds to lower the weight slowly. This is not done for the sake of time. It's done to control tension. Extending TUT triggers another response inside the muscle. The accumulation of metabolic stress, lactate, hydrogen ions, inorganic phosphate. These were once considered byproducts of fatigue. Today, they're being studied as candidate mechanisms involved in hypertrophy. Let me be honest with you here. There's a theory that metabolic stress stimulates growth hormone and IGF-1 secretion, driving muscle growth. You may have come across this idea, but modern science takes a more cautious stance. According to research by West D.W. and Phillips S.M., the link between transient systemic hormone elevations after exercise and local muscle hypertrophy is limited. It's not as simple as blood hormone levels rise, therefore muscles grow. Does that make metabolic stress meaningless? Not at all. Research is investigating the possibility that local signals, including cellular swelling, commonly known as the pump, may contribute to hypertrophy. However, this is a candidate as a contributing factor. The primary driver is mechanical tension. That conclusion does not change. Tempo 3-1-2-0. Let's get a precise understanding of what these 4 numbers mean. The first number 3 is the eccentric phase. Take 3 seconds to lower the weight. Maintain tension throughout and lower with control. The next number, 1, is the bottom position, the deepest point, held for a pause. Hold for 1 second, eliminating momentum. Maintain muscle tension and prepare for the next phase. The 2 is the concentric phase, but this one requires careful attention. Some coaches teach, take 2 seconds here, but a more precise cue is this. Move with the intent to lift explosively while maintaining control within the limits of good form. The NSCA's guidelines support this approach. Actual speed is determined by the load. It's not lift slowly, it's intend to lift fast while staying in control. The final number, 0, is the top position. Don't pause at the top. Maintain continuity and transition into the next rep. Mathematically, that's 6 seconds per rep. 8 reps is roughly 48 seconds. 12 reps is roughly 72 seconds. Keep in mind that fatigue will alter your tempo, so treat these as benchmarks, not absolutes. Is tempo training the only right approach? Or does conventional training with heavier loads come out ahead? The optimal solution science points to is a combination of both. The strength of tempo training lies in its ability to elevate the quality of mechanical tension. It reduces joint momentum and secures tension through controlled movement. However, dropping the weight too much leaves tension itself lacking. Conventional high-intensity training, on the other hand, delivers a strong stimulus to the nervous system. We're talking about heavy loads in the 1 to 5 representative range. It excels at building maximum strength. Integrate both. Alternating between tempo-focused weeks and high-intensity weeks is one strategic approach. That said, a 50-50 split is just one example. As research by Schoenfeld B.J. and colleagues from 2021 demonstrates, the optimal distribution shifts depending on your goals. In weeks where strength is the priority, increase high-intensity work. In weeks where you want to reduce joint stress, increase tempo work. Adjust based on your goals and recovery state. For those with joint concerns or for older adults, tempo training is often easier to implement. That said, when pain or prior injury is involved, exercise selection and load must be adjusted on an individual basis. Now, let's organize the key takeaways from today. Here's your summary for today. First, the primary driver of hypertrophy is mechanical tension. Tempo 3-1-2-0 is a tool for maintaining that tension at a high quality. The goal is not to spend time, but to control it. A TUT target of 20 to 60 seconds per set, combined with working close to your limit at RIR 0 to 3 on each set, is the key to maximizing hypertrophic effect. Second, taking 3 seconds to control the eccentric phase tends to generate higher tension with the same weight. For the concentric, the approach supported by modern science is to lift with the intent to move explosively while maintaining form. Third, integrating tempo-focused and high-intensity training is the most scientifically grounded strategy. Adjusting the distribution based on your goals, recovery state, and joint condition allows you to optimize both strength and hypertrophy simultaneously. In your next training session, can you think of tempo as a tool for controlling the weight, not just a timing cue? Or, starting today, will you change how you select a weight, one where the last 2 or 3 reps push you to your absolute limit? Share your strategy in the comments below. Thanks for investing in your body today. This channel explores how the human body works and how to optimize your health, grounded in scientific evidence. Not emotion, but evidence. Not trends, but science. This is how we deepen your understanding of your own body. Subscribe to the channel and keep learning the truth about your body, one video at a time. Turn on notifications, and every time a new video drops, your health knowledge moves up another level. Until next time.